Hello to you. I'm Jessie Johnson. This is conflict resolution. Wars, all sizes, revolutions, revolts, insurrections, coups, genocides, holocausts, oppressions, slavery, uprisings, rebellions, riots, secession, occupations, seditions, suppression, modern sieges, empire building, protests, etc. Whether their causes are identity, territorial and land, beliefs and belief systems, interests, rights, context of the conflict, group sizes of the conflict. This video is about world conflict, world peacemaking, peace building, and peacekeeping or peace maintenance. The general methods and means used to find resolutions to conflicts of those kinds. I will not give definitions, but state many of these methods. Please click the link in the descriptions below this video. Part 1 was 1 through 132. Part 2 is 133 to 200. And part 3 will be 201 to 265. Please subscribe and share this video. I will now move the camera. Hold on, please. To begin, number 133 is down here, all the way to 100, all the way to 200. 133. Theories of consociationalism, centripetalism, and power dividing in conflicts. 3 different major methods. 134. Building of trust, consolidate democracy, combative elites behavior. 137. That power is not concentrated into too few hands. Post-Civil War stability through conflict reduction. Cooperative elites who represent and hold trust. 140. Conflict to be transformed, not merely halted. Institutional capacity. 142. Flexible design political structures. 143. No hard vetoes or blocking powers given to the parties. 144. Fluid and self-defining identity versions. Provisional governing identities. No rigid predetermined identities. Effective representation of self-determined identity groups. 148. Prescription of bottom-up instead of top-down strategy. 149. Institutional structure. 150. Electoral incentives. Zero-sum politics. Self-interested cooperation. Conflict entrepreneurs. 154. Preferential voting system. Cross-communal cooperation. Need to moderate rather than to deepen conflict causing divisions. Elite buy-in agreements. Actors: United Nations, UN, EU, European Union, AU, African Union, NGO, non-governmental organization, HDC, and etc. 159. Security, arena, prevention, scope of international and intra-national detail and complexity. 160. States' responsibility to protect their population. Natural negotiations. This is a method. 162. Techniques of quiet diplomacy. Quiet diplomacy is a major method. Techniques of quiet diplomacy, such as confidential bilateral exchanges, multi-party discussions, and round tables, technical consulting, facilitating access to other sources of advice, financial and material resources, relationships of the actors at all levels, and building commonalities, groups. 163, peacemaking and preventive diplomacy address their socioeconomic root causes. 165, prioritizing territorial integrity of the states, respect for group individual rights, changing international boundaries, aid and technical assistance programs to nations. 169, building democracy, human rights, and good governance. 170, building economic and second-generation human rights. Number 171, emphasizing military intervention, inadequate financing and reluctance to provide resources. 173, external actors to the state. Number 174, imposing sanctions, economic and embargoes on violating states. 175, charges of war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. Key principles and their translation into action. 177, state sovereignty. 178, intra-state conflict. 179, assistance of quiet, private third parties who can ensure confidentiality. The problem of bestowing legitimacy. 181, crafting, implementing, and maintaining peace settlements. Vertical multilateralism in diplomacy, or cooperation of governmental organizations. 183, legitimate and moral authority. 184, preventive diplomacy, overarching central authority, establishing priorities, ineffective coordination within an organization. 188, ability to generate incentives. 189, offer incentives beyond those of enlargement, such as economic reach. Have avenues of influence where state and security interests trump population. Real bad news in that case. Number 191, where state and security interests trump population. I restated that. 192, pardon me. The United Nations legitimacy in the acts. 193, effective multilateralism. Number 194, create and sustain a dialogue with all conflict parties, building trust and sustainable peace, not allowing states and international organizations to sidestep their responsibility to intervene in a conflict. 197, a coherent, multi-actor, multi-track conflict management strategy, dependence on state consent and available resources. 199, suffering from limitations on humans' resources. Number 200, understanding the sources of the constraints. That has been part 2. Part 3 will start from number 201 all the way to 265. I want to thank everyone for listening and watching. Please go to part 1 of the video of the same name. Please subscribe and share video. And also click the links in the description box below this video. And I want to thank everyone again for listening and watching, and have a very fine day.